Good morning. We're halfway. We're just about to turn round. Forgot my watch, so I don't really know what the time is. But it's very, very nice, but it's going to be very hot. It's the last hot day though, I think. There's a little boat. I bet you'd like that, James, wouldn't you?
I love it.
That little boat. Right, let's go back. Don't chew it. Me and Lizzie have had to come on an emergency trip to Pets at Home. Oh, yes, more stuff has happened with the dog situation. I found out, well, we had a very angry neighbour come round today who told us that he's been going into her garden and using it as a litter tray. She was really, really horrible to me. So I'm teaching Lizzie a lesson, and it's called Kill Them With Kindness. So we've come shopping. Oh yeah, I won't record. So we've done our shopping. As it's Heritage Day, there are lots of vintage buses driving around the town, and me and Lizzie are going to catch one to get home. There's one coming now, but I don't know if this is the one we're going to get on. We'll see if it's going to stop. We're up the top. There's a bus stop right outside our house. But we're not getting off at that one because we're having such a good time. We got loads of shopping as well. Bit of river for the grannies. I'm still on the bus. We've gone even further now. We're hoping that it's going to be able to bring us back home in a little while. We're on another bus, another open top one. I've installed myself back out here. I've just got back. I've had to change my dress because I was so hot. In that dress, it had elastic under the boobs, and that was a bit, so you know what I mean when you don't want anything to touch you when it's hot. So I'm going to do some knitting. I'm going to read my book. I'm going to have a coffee and watch Doug again because this Heritage Day thing, we're getting a lot of people walking down here today because we've got a local landmark quite close to where we live. So I'm getting more traffic, as in people, than normal. So I've got to keep my wits about me. I love being on that bus. I said to James, I feel like I've had a day out. It's been brilliant. Well, I just thought I'd update you with what's been going on. I've met several people today on their way to the local landmark at the top of the road, and I've been telling them that the town is also putting on like a vintage bus service, which they didn't know about, so that was good. I've just seen one of the mums who I used to know from school. Doug's the other side of this wall at the moment, and I'm just knitting some teddy bear jumpers. I'm going to go make a cup of coffee in a minute. I've got a nap bite on my elbow. Don't know if you can see it. It is hot, but I don't feel like it's as hot as yesterday, even though it's supposed to be. I felt hot on that bus, but now I feel alright. Right, see you later. What do people have in their backpacks? There's a lot of like people who are obviously having a day out today. Maybe lunch, a bit of a drink. But some of these people have got like backpacks packed to the rafters full of stuff. Like they definitely don't need a coat. It's obvious you don't need a coat today. But what do people, if you have a backpack, what do you put in it? I had one when me and Lizzie went to Ely and we were staying over. I took a backpack that day and I carried my stuff round with me before we checked in and after we checked out. But if I was just going for the day, I wouldn't take one. I'd just have my normal bag with stuff in. I don't get it. Everyone's like really well prepared with trainers and stuff like that as well, like footwear, like walking stuff. I reckon I've got the wrong idea. I've had quite a lot of attention. I should have put like Heritage Day signs outside, because he is quite an attraction. And I had one person a little while ago say, "Oh, I saw your post on Facebook." So nice to meet him. Oh dear. God, I'm struggling to get into this book. It's hard, isn't it? Do you keep going? I'm only 28 pages in. I think it'll be alright because it's one of my favourite authors. So I think I'm going to keep going. Because I know it'll be alright. I think it's just because I'm so distracted sitting out here. Keep talking to people. Can you hear the vintage bus? It's a Tesco van. Lizzie's been doing a few jobs for me over the summer holidays, and I let her pick something, and she picked these hair clips. She sorted them all out in colour, and she's let me pick one. I do this with sweets when I have like wine gums and stuff like that. Shall I show you the one I picked? This one. Isn't it lovely? Although it was a close one. Just put the cherries on my hand, Lizzie. Between, oh, she's dropped it. Between this one and that one. But I went for the, oh.
I like this one.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, can I have these ones?
No.
Oh. That pink one does look a bit like a bike, though.
Oh, yeah.
But the apple one's my favourite. Thanks, Liz.
I like this one.
Oh, hang on. Oh, she likes him. Oh, it's Biscuit Sunday. Dreadful lighting as well. Ginger nuts now going in the oven. I forgot to show you. I also made some chocolate biscuits for my friend. And these are the ginger nuts. Now they're all lovely and, what's the word? Cool. Unlike me. Leslie and James have gone on their evening walk. I've just finished cooking the tea and we've eaten it. Tonight we had lemon and herb chicken with new potatoes, salad, and of course coleslaw, my favourite. And do you know what I've started having with it as well, which is just so lovely? A little bit of mango chutney. Meg has just come and raided my crochet hooks. She's teaching herself to crochet. Well, she's learning from the internet. I'm glad she's learned from the internet because I don't know how I'd teach someone how to crochet. I'd be alright with knitting, but not crochet. I really struggled to get the hang of it. I think because I've been knitting for so long. Well, I haven't got a lot more to say tomorrow. Today. Johnny goes back to college tomorrow. Meg's in college tomorrow and Lizzie's at school. So tomorrow is my first day completely by myself in quite a while. Well, obviously I'll have Lillian and everybody. Doug's outside, but it's wet and so he's struggling to settle. So I think that if I go and get him in a minute, he might stay in tonight. Well, for a little while. Last night I tried to keep him in and he was so stressed, and I'd say distressed, that he couldn't bear it. I had to let him out in the end. I think he would have come to more harm, the state he was getting in, than he would have done on the road, believe it or not. I know that sounds ridiculous, but he was getting himself really worked up. He just loves being outside. We've met some nice people again today. Had an encounter with a not so nice person, but that's all sorted out now. And I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Right, I'm off. I'm going to be running nice and early again tomorrow. Of course, it's going to be hot. Well, it's going to be about 26 tomorrow, which isn't as hot as today. but still quite hot. We've had a bit of a thunderstorm and it has cooled the air. Right. Oh, if anyone's got any more questions for James for Tuesday, then please let me know. So I'm going to make a list this time. Last time I didn't. I just used the laptop and I got in a right muddle. So I'm going to use good old-fashioned pen and paper this time. Right, I'm off. I'm going to knit a square for my blanket. I'm into my book now, by the way. Right, I'll see you later. Bye.